Welcome to Summa Our Vegas. I'm your host, Renee Summer Our. So my very first guest is a well-known Black real estate agent and content creator here in the Valley. With over 167,000 followers between his platforms, Chris Brown, better known as CB, has successfully illustrated how to integrate real estate and Las Vegas lifestyle living to his followers, not only showing how to move to Vegas, but why. He's worked with big names including Keith Lee at Vegas, Gaetano Fashion, and more, and currently works with the largest luxury home builders in the Valley like Toll Brothers and Blue Heron. He is also an amazing fiance and will officially be my husband in October. Let's welcome CB to the podcast. Hey, Blue.
And Kofi.
Oh, apparently Kofi is here too.
And
Our
Kofi.
son Kofi, everyone. How are you doing today, babe?
I'm doing great.
Welcome to my podcast.
I helped build it, so I know what it's like over here.
Yeah,
but it looks good.
It looks pretty good.
It looks good now that I'm on set.
Yeah, well, I appreciate your help, babe.
Got you.
Right. So I always like to ask my guests, how did we meet? Because I want to know how we met from your point of view. Do share.
All right, so boom. We were both out with mutual friends. We got invited to a dinner.
Yes.
Didn't know you were coming. Didn't know you were coming to the dinner. I was just told like, hey, it's a few of us getting together. We're going to go for dinner. It's going to be at Marrakesh. I've never been there before, so I thought it would be, I love eating food. So I heard it was good. Seen the content videos all over the internet. So I ended up pulling up. You pulled up, and Jan and Eric pulled up. Shout out to them.
Hey, friends.
Jan and Eric pulled up, and we all sat down at Marrakesh, had a good time. The food was good.
Food was good.
Vibe was good. But you and I sat across from you because I wanted to talk to you through the night.
He wanted to look at me, y'all.
Yeah. Shit. I'm going to keep it a buck. However, I was in a relationship at the time, so I wasn't really checking for you per se. So
I can't say same. I wasn't in a relationship, but I was getting out of one.
Yeah. So I was in one, but I was trying to get out. I wasn't really happy in the space that I was in at that time. So me and you, we was just vibing. It was cool. We had a couple jokes, a couple laughs, and then that was it. And then past that same group of people invited us to another event, same type of vibe. Wasn't really checking for each other, and it was a cool little environment. And then we were laughing and giggling, she was feeling my vibe, and then we went out to dinner again with that same group.
Yep.
And then that time it was at Area 15.
Yep.
And it was
they tricked us.
They tricked us. So everybody came to Area 15. We were having like pregame drinks, and it was the Rated Red show.
Yep.
And when we
Very
get inside,
sexy show, by the way.
Yeah, it was the little Rated Red burlesque show.
Burlesque show.
And when we went inside, everyone was in the same section, and then it was just us way off to the side.
Way off to the other side, near the band.
Yeah, we was way off to the side, and I was like, wait, how we buy all our tickets together, and y'all way over there, and we way over here? So it kind of turned into a date.
It did.
And I was drinking old fashions, and you were drinking French 75s.
Yes, that was my drink at the time.
And that's when I was like, okay, she got taste. Because if you know a French 75, okay, you a little bougie a little bit. You a little bougie if you drinking French 75s. So that was cool. And then we watched the show, had a cool little vibe. And then after that, I think your dad was coming in town that weekend, if I'm not mistaken. That night. And then, I enjoyed myself. And when we parted our ways at the end of the night, I was like, hey, how about we go kick it again?
Just
at some point. And, as a guy, when the hug is a little tight and they don't want to let go for real, for real.
My God.
That's how it was.
Is that how it was?
Yeah. You had that leopard print dress on.
I sure did.
With the black coat, and your hair was up in a little bun. I was like, okay, she holding on a little tight, but bag up, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
So that's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened. And just to follow, I ended up still friend zoning him after that. But then after a few months of being friends and really kind of getting to know each other, we decided to make it official. Well, he decided to make it official.
Yeah,
so.
I was like, what you mean friend zone? That don't exist.
All right, so let's get into some nitty gritty, just about everything that you do. You know, there's been studies on and off on the last month that it's like it costs this much money to live here in Vegas. It costs that much money to live here in Vegas. Now we're seeing statistics saying it costs nearly six figures to live comfortably here in Vegas, which many disagree on. Obviously, everyone here is not making six figures, but what's your take on that as a real estate agent?
I think you have to define what is for you, because a lot of times you read these articles and they have these large numbers and it doesn't even apply to you. So I think you have to define like what is comfortable, because $100,000 could be comfortable for some people, but it could not be for others. So you have to really define, like, within your means, what does a comfortable lifestyle feel like? And that's why I work with clients on the high end as well as someone who are in a little bit in the middle, because not everybody is going to be making a specific type of dollar amount to afford these $1 million homes. So you still have to offer options for people who are making probably a little bit less, but still can afford a home, but just not as high of a price point. So if you understand exactly what comfortable is for you, your family, you might have kids, some may have not have kids. Comfortable looks different for every family. So you can't read a big headline and say, "Oh, if I don't make over $100,000, I can't have a comfortable life."
To Vegas.
It's like, no, you can make 50 and be comfortable out here, but you have to define what comfortable for you and your family. Like, everyone has a different situation.
Yeah. And with the real estate, you are also a Black influencer here in Vegas. And I want to know how influencing has helped your business on the influencer side, because influencing, you're either an influencer or, you know, maybe you have a part-time job, or maybe you're doing influencing full-time, but you're actually using influencing to help in your business. So tell us a little bit about that.
A lot of the influencing stuff comes from wanting to show people a way of living in Las Vegas without being on the Strip. Because if you hear Las Vegas, no matter where you're from, the first thing you think of is the Strip. You think of all the parties, bachelorette parties, and all the different things going on. Strip clubs. You thinking of all that out here in Vegas.
Losing money.
But in reality, if you talk to someone who lives out here, we barely go to the Strip. We know nothing about that life. Yeah. And if you tell us you're in town and you own the Strip, we might not come.
That's a fact.
I might come, pre-game with you, but I'm not going to the club. I'm going back home.
Yeah.
Because you guys saved up to come out here and have a great time. Right. I live out here. I'm not going to go to the Strip and go blow the same dough that y'all about to blow because y'all planned this trip.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm at the house with it. I'm straight. Y'all got a table?
It's definitely a different lifestyle.
Yeah, because like living in Las Vegas is a bigger picture, especially on the real estate side. If I'm moving to Las Vegas and there's a particular home that I'm interested in, yes, the home is going to be important, but also, too, the things that are around the home are going to be important, especially if you got a family. You might want to know about the schools. You want to know about food, date nights, parks, walking, biking trails. You want to know about everything that makes up that area where that home is, and that's what's going to ultimately sell you on buying that house. Just the house is not going to be good enough for majority of people who are home buyers. So if you show them what is available in multiple areas around the city, you now have captured them to see what localized living is in different parts of Las Vegas, and it shows the range of where you can live and the things that you can do in Las Vegas. Know, you can show them the high end stuff. If you have high end clients, you can show them the budget stuff in the middle. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's more economic for them.
Yeah, the Strip has done enough advertising on its own. You don't need to advertise the Strip. People want to know, what is in my general vicinity,
right.
And I also think that too, with Vegas expanding so much, you are one of the few who are really helping to bring the culture here in Las Vegas. I mean, when we go out, there's not a Black or brown person that we don't run into that's like, oh my gosh, I love your content. I love seeing your guys' content. Or I've lived here for 20 years and had no idea these things were here thanks to your content. It seems that you've really kind of put your stamp on your versatility, but also like your recognition. And that's a good thing for your brand as well.
Yeah, because as a real estate agent, it all comes down to branding. Like, you are the face of your brand, of your real estate business. So being able to go out and be recognized, that's just putting a bigger stamp on the brand, because they recognize the brand that I put on social media. So when I'm out, I'm a representation of that brand. So when people see me, it's very funny every time.
It is. It's really funny, guys.
Because
It's no
everyone
joke.
approaches it differently.
Yeah.
Some people are like super geek, super fans. And then you got some people that can't believe it, that I'm like a real person.
Right. Yeah.
And you know what I mean? It just hits different every time.
Yeah. And it's different. Like I say, your social media is so different than other real estate agents, because you're not just focusing on, I sold a home, or market watch this or this, because people aren't usually, they're bored by numbers and just basic real estate information. But the fact that you show them that, okay, yes, I am providing you information about housing and what you need, I'm also showing you what's available to you, so you can not only enjoy your home, but enjoy the community that you're a part of.
Right. And you have to also understand that the clientele that you're talking to on social media, that's your biggest crowd. Because how else can you reach a large amount of people without always having to be front facing?
Right.
Videos.
Right.
Video, you never know when someone's going to watch a video. You could have a video that someone sees 3 months from now. That's still that brand that's been carrying for 3 months, that it made it to somebody brand new 3 months later. And, that conversation is a little bit deeper when you start talking about social media and really understanding what those metrics and those analytics mean, because you really are target marketing in a free way.
Yeah. And I just got to give props to my man, because he does such a good job of taking care of his clients. I mean, he gave a young lady some Jordans because she mentioned that she was a sneakerhead.
So I gave her some J's.
I've seen him give just these personalized gifts to his clients. And you work with some amazing people. You have an amazing team behind you, people who help edit your videos, people who help gift, the items that you need for your clients. And so I say that just to say that I'm proud of you. Thank you. I see, because as a homeowner myself and going through the process, I'm like, dang, all I got was a gift card and a thank
That's
you.
So basic.
Like, no shade to my real estate agent, but as I watch you firsthand and how you've developed your business, it's been really cool to see how personalized you get with your clients. So that's good on you, babe. Good
Gotta
job.
be, because your clients are your friends.
Yes.
Those that's family now. We working together. This is one of the biggest decisions you probably ever gonna make in your life. Now we in this.
Yeah, no, and we literally have friends who were clients that we still hang out with, because at the end of the day, it's about building community and finding things to do together as a community. So you're doing good, babe. I love that for us. Now, let me ask you something, because I know that because I watch you so much and you deal with the things that, get on your nerves about clients. What are some of the things that you see other real estate agents do? Now, I'm sorry, I'm trying to call all y'all out, but what is that? Because as a unit, right, you all kind of are a reflection of each other, right? And so what is something that you may see or notice that real estate agents are doing that you're like, okay, y'all got to cut this out, or you just don't like seeing?
I don't like seeing. There's a lot of copying. Especially in the social media space. A lot of people are trying to hop on the latest trends in social media instead of really trying to build their brand. You have to really understand what your brand is, having really good brand awareness while you're building a social media platform. And a lot of agents out there, they don't know what their pillars of their platform should even be.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you have to really know, like, why are you posting? Are you posting just to post, or are you posting with a strategy for what's going to come after you post?
Right.
I don't see a lot of agents who really have an organized strategy with what they're doing on social media. They're posting just to post, and posting because they think it's what should be shown. Like, people are going to work with someone who is relatable and personable. And someone who's posting, template flyer like photos and things like that, that's not really creating personable. You need things to look a certain way on your social media platform so that when you attract that right client, they know that that is for them, because my content isn't for everybody. I have certain clients that my content is for. I have other clients that it's probably not for, but they come to my page for a variety of reasons because I present options. I don't just post just real estate. I'm posting food, lifestyle, me as a person, because people want to work with people at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And you have to show up on social media as your authentic self.
I like that. I like that. Real quick, what is something that you hate that clients do? Real quick.
Oh man, don't listen. Like that, I hate when clients don't listen.
Right.
Because as the professional in this relationship, I'm telling you things because if I've seen it or I've done it, and I have the best guidance to give you. Like the basic thing that you can do is just listen.
Right.
Because you hired me to do a job. Don't prevent me from doing my job because you don't want to listen. You know, because I deal with clients sometimes where I give them the guidance and they pivot, and then it comes back on the guidance that I gave them.
Listen, I don't want to say I told you.
I told you this was going to happen.
Yeah. I think another couple things that Chris hates is please get pre-approved so you know what you can be approved for, because no agent is going to show you houses if you don't even know what you qualify for, right?
None.
And the other thing is there's something that people do that you're just like, I can't, if it's not a pre-approval, it's a...
What? Proof of funds?
Proof of funds. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, man.
Proof of funds. Some people just don't want to give up that information. But if you are at a certain caliber of your finances and you're willing to pay cash, you need to show proof of funds. So.
I mean, I've dealt with people who came at me with cash deals and they're like, I have it. And I'm like, okay, I need to see it to submit the offer. And they're like, no. And like those are clients that I've lost because that takes the integrity out of my job. How am I going to present an offer to someone for any dollar amount and I can't show you any proof that my client has the money? Like, come on now, y'all. Let's have common sense.
Come on now.
Like I can't. There's nothing I can tell them. Like, okay, let me see how much they have. Oh, they say they got it. that agent gonna look at me like, bro, get out of my face.
All right, so I hope y'all understand that there's things that you have to do to make sure that you're in the position to buy a home so that you're not fumbling on the back end, right? So let's turn it back to us real quick. There's this weird thing that you do that I love and it always makes me laugh. And it's when you are fixing something or intensely working on something. He does this like Michael Jordan tongue thing where
I'm focused.
What is it?
I just stick my tongue out. I don't know why.
Tongue
it's
out.
a habit.
That's when you know
I'm focused.
He's focused. Like it is the funniest thing because you do it and you don't even know you're doing it. Like I'll say it and you'll because you have no idea you're doing it.
My parents used to make fun of me when I did it. They was like, why you always got to stick your tongue out when you're doing something? I'd be like, I don't know. And it's shit, I'm 33 now and I'm still doing it.
Okay, so what's one thing that is weird that I do that you love?
One weird thing that you do. One weird thing that you do. A weird thing that you always do is you try to passenger drive the car.
Is that a weird thing?
The times when you're right, I'd be like, okay, she was right. But then a lot of times I'd be like, yo, I got this.
Yeah, Chris is not a good driver.
But she drives nowhere.
That's true.
So
but
if you
also
if
have
you
a
felt
hybrid
that
vehicle.
bad about my driving capabilities, you would not be in the car with me. You would be driving.
Listen, I consider myself a smart consumer, and that means saving gas. And the person who has the newer, more hybrid vehicle, it only makes sense to be in your vehicle.
Why can't you drive the vehicle?
I would love to, and I have in
All
the
right.
past, but only on long road trips because you know. But
The
like day
next
to day
couple
through the
date
city,
nights you driving.
but
How
you
about
heard,
that?
but you heard him say, "When I'm right, I'm right."
Yeah, like she be passenger seat driving.
It's only because you're, babe,
I
you be
got
wild
the.
on the road sometimes.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah,
Why are you
it's true.
saying that? Like you over here telling people I can't drive. Now they gonna tell me I'm one of them Vegas people that moved out here
Oh
that's
my
messing up
God.
everything.
First of all, no one here can really drive because it's not just Vegas people. I know Vegas people would claim that California people can't drive,
They
but
aggressive out there.
they are aggressive. But to your point of being a real estate agent, you've helped people from all over the place move here. Florida, Chicago, Texas, wherever. Like people are moving from everywhere and everywhere has different driving styles. So with that being said, we are a melting pot of driving styles. But you know what I will say, he does get us home safe. So
I'll be straight.
all right.
I might hit a bumper too, but I'm gonna get back right. It's all good. That's what they're there for.
Oh, the stories.
Don't even go there.
CB, tell everyone where they can follow you and what you have coming up.
You guys can follow me on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, and the handle is at cb.lasvegas. I have a lot of fun things coming up. I have a new community that I'm putting together where it's going to be a group that I am overseeing as far as like something similar to what Black Men's Wear has. They have a community where it's just a group of brothers that share guidance, share advice, things like that. But I'm going to take that and spend it on real estate a little bit. So helping our community more on the real estate side. So it'll be a new community that will get brothers involved in helping them understand real estate, as well as current agents who probably need social media guidance. So putting that together, got a course coming, some guides, and
I'm so excited, you guys.
yeah, we got some fun stuff coming.
Yeah.
Stuff that you've been telling me that I need to do for the longest,
Yeah.
and now I'm finally like doing some
I
of that.
believe in you, honey.
Yeah,
I do. No, it is. It's going to be really exciting in the community that you're talking about. I encourage you guys to follow Chris and stick with that because it's really going to help brothers out there who need some financial guidance, need to know just the ins and outs of real estate better. And like I said, like you said, if they are an agent and they need to improve on their branding, it's also going to be just an incredible forum for anybody who's interested in that realm. So, babe, thank you for stopping by and being the first guest on my podcast.
I appreciate it.
Yes. Don't forget to subscribe to my podcast, Summa Our Vegas, on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. You can also Instagram me. You can follow me on TikTok, message me with any questions. You can also email me at summerourmedia@gmail.com. That's SUMMEROUR media@gmail.com for any requests. If you have any anonymous or crazy stories you want me to share or give you advice on, please send those in as well. And of course, if you just want to support or donate and just support your girl on the podcast, you can Cash App me at Summa Our Vegas on Cash App. Till the next episode, thank you for joining us.